Hi, and welcome back, and welcome to another daily devotion. Today I'm going to continue again in verse 12 of James chapter 1. And let me read verse 12 again. Blessed is the man who endures temptation, but when he has been approved, he will receive the crown of life, which the Lord has promised to those who love him. Now I want to speak today about the crown of life, and so it's speaking here about we need to endure these temptations, and so when we've been approved, we will receive this amazing crown of life. And so, in context to this, it's speaking about that those who do not endure will not receive this crown of life. And so I want to speak today about this crown of life. And this crown is not a picture of a crown that we may imagine that a king would wear, with a gold crown with all these precious stones in it. What it is according to the time when James had written this, it was a wreath that, they wove those leaves together and they put it on the head of, and the person who wore it was the victor of the games. And, in the Olympic Games, if you like, that those who wore that were the victors. They were the ones that won the event. And so when we look at this, we see that when Jesus himself, what did they place on his head? It was a crown of thorns. And that was really, in one sense, of the people of that day, the religious leaders mocking Jesus. But on the other hand, they were actually making a statement that he was the victor. And so, it's kind of like a mixed message there in some ways, but really it is not. And so this wreath that we're speaking about, this crown of life, Jesus had a crown, and he was victorious and is still victorious. And that crown came at a cost. And the crown that you and I, this crown of eternal life, be crowned with eternal life, comes at a cost. It comes with effort. People just say, oh, well, I'm born again now, and I'll just sit back and watch TV until Jesus comes back. Well, you know what? Good luck, because you're going to need it. It's speaking here that those who endure temptations, they are approved, that they receive, because they were determined. They weren't quitters. They didn't fall back. They didn't fall away. They didn't apostatize. They remained faithful to the call. And it says that those who do that will receive this amazing crown to prove that this person has been victorious in life, in their Christian walk. And it says here about they receive the crown of life. And this word life is Zoe life. And this here means God's self-existent life, which he desires to share with his people. And so, here it's speaking of eternal life. And so the pressure is on. James is making it clear that back then, the early church experienced the same thing that we experience today, that this pressure to turn back, this pressure to just think, it's too hard, let's just throw it away and we'll just do something else. Let me encourage you, continue in this amazing walk that you have embarked on in your Christian walk, that these things that the devil will try and cause you to focus on, don't focus on those negative things. Focus on this amazing crown of life that Christ has laid for you. Amen? And so God bless you, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.